Delites. Rap Delites.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Rap Delites podcast, home of organic hip-hop commentary. No gossip, no cultural appropriation, just the raw shit for the ages. I am Bats. That is TSK1. Our sister. Our sister, Miss Smith, is on vacation, so sitting in right now is another sister.
We get vacation time?
Yeah, we get vacation time. She's in Niagara Falls. Slowly we turn, step by step, inch by inch. We ain't gonna get into the whole thing.
That's some Three Stooges
shit right there. We got our sister over here, Chrissy Mac, from Educated Ignorance Music Group.
Heroes do exist.
Definitely. So we're gonna be getting into some shit for the day. We are listening to the brother Killer Mike, whose birthday is today, 420. Put one in the air, you know what I mean?
Congratulations to Mike.
Congratulations to Mike. We also like to give a shout out on the birthday side to Kool Herc, the godfather of hip hop.
Indeed, without him, without his genes and many others, it would
be what we got right here.
Indeed.
And also shout outs to the brother Redman, you know what I mean, whose birthday was Redman.
420 is very fitting.
420. Well, his birthday was the 17th.
I feel you.
But shout out to Redman.
Huh?
His son's birthday. And then we was also talking about what was that? Illmatic.
25th anniversary.
25th anniversary to Illmatic. Shout out to Illmatic and Nas, Nasty Nas. You know what I mean? So, as usual, we're gonna get into what everybody's been. We're gonna got Killer Mike blasting in the background right here, doing the thing. We're gonna get into what everybody's been listening to this week. We're gonna shoot over here to my brother TSK1. What you been listening to this week, TSK1?
I always like to say, nothing happens for nothing. Everything happens for a reason. And what I've been finding, since we've been on this caper, is that a lot of things, come to fruition and just kind of develop organically. I'm not listening to what I'm listening to for no reason. It's meant to be. Mm-hmm. So we started with Wise Intelligence, second period. That's the Jesus Jones. Then we went back to first period. Wise Intelligence is the talented Timothy Taylor. So now we coming back forward, and I took a pit stop with Wise Intelligence, Killing You for Fun. This project here is that he put out post PRT. This was I think it's his first solo project.
Okay.
And if you hear this, got that original.
This is 1996.
Yeah. Remember this, Greg? You remember this, right? Steady Slinging. This is one of the hits off of the. Well, this is not hits, but this is one of the singles that we released off the album.
Okay.
But you hear it, it's got that authentic, rich hip hop sound that we familiar with. You know what I'm saying? So.
I was told, I don't know what I was doing at this time, but I don't remember this.
It's one of them that snuck out.
What I mean? Yeah, I don't remember this. But this was what, 96? I was on some shit in 96.
And as was I. Because after PRT put out, what was that last PRT album? Was it New World Order? Mm-hmm. That was so heavy and so rich and so controversial. Not controversial for us. It was poignant, in material that we needed to hear. But then PRT subsequently split for whatever reason, and then Wise just started putting out this ill. This album is more like Wise just flexing his style muscle. Mm-hmm. You go from track to track, it's Wise just showing and proving why he's a style master.
Well, I think that the thing about being an MC, the thing about being an MC, and this is just not me talking out of my ass. I write rhymes still. It never stops. Mm-hmm. It never even if you're not current recording or whatever like that. once you get that bug and you start writing and rhyming and like that, it never stops. That's why you still see guys like Will Smith putting out shit every once in a while, because it'll never stop.
And that was Daddy's point with his Everybody But KRS thing, with the idea that why is it that we help usher in this phenomenon and none of us is still recording.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I mean, people get soured with the industry, I guess, whatever like that. But even if you're not putting out material, best believe those guys are still writing.
That's why they retire and come back, like most stuff.
Yeah. You gotta come back.
Looking for that.
Because I mean, you never stop writing. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what era you came from or whatever the case may be. If you're an MC,
because the artist is an artist.
It's artist is artist.
You gotta get off.
Like you with this. You know what I mean? TSK gave us. I know people were mad at the background being blank, so we finally got a Rap Delites piece courtesy of TSK.
I heard something a little more appropriate coming up.
Yeah. But that was just something that we did on the fly.
He yelled at me.
Yeah, I gave him shit. You know what I mean? Fuck him.
I didn't even make it in the studio before I got pens and markers shoved in
Damn right.
Chrissy can attest.
Damn right. Because I had to get it on. You know what I mean? So, wise intelligence.
But another thing, last episode I mentioned that I am lobbying for Wise Intelligent and Pharoah Monch to do a project together. And I think we have a hero in our midst, Chrissy Mac, that can help get this ball rolling. I want to get them on a track together.
Can we get that? Can we make that happen?
Chris.
Can we make that happen?
I can make that happen.
We're going to put you out front.
Prices.
Put her right out there.
To get them on a track together, because this is like, that would be lyrical mastery. With somebody in the middle would be perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can probably get that going on. Can we? We can
get RJ Payne in that.
Okay. So that was Wise Intelligence, Killing You for Fun, 1996. That was TSK1's pick of the week. That's what he's been vibing to. That's what
we still going on Wise Intelligent.
Absolutely. So we're going to shoot over here to our sister, Chrissy Mac. What you been listening to this week, Chrissy Mac? As if we don't know. I'm just playing. I'm being coy right now.
You already know I work with RJ Payne, formerly known as Rain Man, the battle rapper. He's been releasing tons of albums every month for the last 2 years. Yes, all fire. We just dropped the Elohim.
Talk about steady slinging.
Yo.
So I've been listening to Elohim all week.
Yo. How much content does this brother have?
I'm overwhelmed.
Encyclopedia.
This brother has so much fucking content. You know what I mean? I remember when people back when DMX first came out, or when that year when DMX put out those 2 albums in 1 year, and people was like, "Oh my God, how could that happen? How could you have that much content?" Meanwhile, this brother how many projects has RJ Payne put out this year alone?
This year? Okay, we did Elohim. Mm-hmm. We wrapped up If Cocaine Could Talk, so 5 and 4. And 3 singles.
But that's the wave.
And he already started the next one.
Yeah, that's the wave right now.
That's what, like, in this world with technology and the internet, and bashing people over the head with content.
Yeah,
he's right on point.
And that's why he does it too, because everybody's got a short attention span now. Once you're out of the mix, they forget about
they forget who the hell you are with them like that. And that you always had to have. And I give that credit to a person like Tupac, who was a guy that he gave that seed to the industry to record. Because motherfuckers used to, but prior to that, motherfuckers was sitting on their loins. Like, remember guys like Big Daddy Kane would sit back and you wouldn't hear an album from Kane or somebody for like 4 years, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Or it was his every year thing, just in terms of official release.
Yeah.
But this dude was always, he's like, whatever, you got an idea, let's go record it. He was in the studio.
Yeah, and even though those guys were probably in the studio, they still were waiting for record companies to put their stuff out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then you had that. So you got, you can't come out this quarter because you're earning the budget and all that kind of shit like that. Now you don't have that record company bureaucracy. You can put your shit out whenever you want to do it, which is great. I love it.
What's some of your favorite joints on Elohim, Chris?
I like Dreaming While Awake.
What was? Oh yeah.
While Awake.
Yeah. I was listening while I was getting set up. I was listening to that's what I always do. I always try to listen to stuff while I'm getting set up and stuff like that. That jawn is fire. Yeah. That jawn is fire right there. And what's the other big facts? Big facts.
Everything on here.
Yeah, everything on here is heat. You know what I mean? But I was really fucking with big facts real hard. You know what I mean? That was a joint I put back. You know what I mean? Dope shit.
Yeah, that's the one with the hook on it. And then also he the Snow Goons album just dropped, and RJ Payne is on that as well.
The who album?
The Snow Goons Infantry.
Oh, I didn't.
He's on there as well. Tan Snow. Oh. Yeah, you gotta check out that song.
I gotta check that out.
Super fire. That's super fire.
What is it again?
It's called Tan Snow.
Okay.
I got it on my phone.
RJ Payne on that Erick Sermon project too, isn't he?
Yeah. He's on Erick Sermon. Nervia just dropped, and he did the intro on that.
Yeah. So because that's actually transitioned. So RJ Payne, Elohim, and
next week we're gonna be talking about something else from RJ Payne.
Yeah. Because every day, I love that though. I love content, putting out content. Me and TSK Williams was talking about that as far as like what we're doing right here. Like you always gotta have something on the docket for motherfuckers to chew on, man. You gotta have that. So to transition from the Elohim, what I've been listening to was album that I didn't even know the fuck was out. This new Erick Sermon album.
It's on time, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know this fucking album.
I
wasn't even expecting Erick Sermon to be coming out with anything right now. So this Nervia album just hit me in the fucking head. And then I'm on the L, right? I'm going downtown to catch some movies and hang out and shit. So I'm on the L and I'm looking through new releases or whatever like that, trying to see some dope shit to listen to. And I'm like, oh, Erick Sermon got a new joint out. So I put it on. As soon as I put it on, this fucking intro. This intro is just fucking ignorant.
You know what RJ Payne and his hook and his punchlines, this shit is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just, I'm on the L.
I'm looking at nobody like, yo, ain't nobody in the room.
I'm on the L on some ill face shit like,
and you looking at people like, yo, do you hear this?
Yeah.
How they doing that shit like, you hear this shit? You hear what he just said? Ain't nobody in the room. I'm like, this motherfucker fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So you got this John, the Payne intro, and Erick Sermon. This is like a compilation almost. And Eric doesn't necessarily produce everything on the album, but he has songs that he does to the muscle, and then he has songs that he has people guest appearances, like this John right here that he produced, "Wake Up, No Fear," which is dope.
So he a better version of DJ Khaled, huh?
Yeah. This is like East Coast Dr. Dre.
This was like over a year in the making.
Yeah.
This album, because I remember when they approached them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this joint, this is neat.
You get a load of the record covers.
Yeah, that little owl with the green I'm like, what kind of shit is he on right here? So he got this joint, Wake Up, No Fear. Then he has another joint called TheGame, which is a dope ass joint. Then he has a joint called Go that he produced that has No Malice on it. Who is Malice from the Clips? As No Malice.
No Malice?
Yeah, his name is No Malice now, but this is Malice. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So this is Malice from the Clips on
So he had to dust his off too.
You have to, bro. I tell you, an MC is an MC to the death, bro. You never lose it. An artist is an artist to the death. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever you do as an artist, you always gonna do it, even if you stop doing it publicly or whatever like that.
As crazy as we are.
Yeah, you're always gonna do it. You know what I mean? So No Malice is on this John. He got a.
Who are some of the other? Yeah.
Tribe Bishop is on this John. You got a John with Raekwon and Noriega.
Yeah, I seen
that. He got a John with Keith Murray and Nature. He got a John with
I started listening to it, but I ain't make it all the way through.
Yeah, AZ, Styles P.
Styles P is.
It's just he just got dope shit.
Styles P can do no wrong.
Zion, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, he got Zion. It's just with Exhibit.
Yeah.
Styles P can do no wrong.
I love Exhibit, bro. I love Exhibit, bro. Listen, I'm gonna put it out there for motherfuckers that don't understand. When I watched that movie 8 Mile, the movie 8 Mile with Eminem, like that, Exhibit had the best fucking verse in the whole
Yeah,
fucking
he has
movie.
the battle, right?
In the whole movie. Exhibit's verse, he only had a little verse in that movie. I like him, yeah, but that Exhibit verse when he be spitting at the lunch truck, house it. Shout out to Exhibit. Shout out to Chrissy Mac.
I think so too.
Shout out to TSK1. We're gonna be right back with more of this Rap Delites work. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Vigor Back.
What's up? It's Miss Smith, and you're watching Rap Delight. Chicka, chicka, chicka. I check one, I check two.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the Rap Delites podcast. I am Batch, that is TSK1, and sitting in with us is Chrissy Mac.
Peace.
What's going on? What's going on? So we're gonna get into Kodak Black.
Who?
Kodak Black is back in the hip hop news once again. He said something slick, and I wasn't even going to acknowledge the shit that he said prior to, and I'm still not going to acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Because it was just some bullshit. He had said something slick on Instagram, on social media, and T.I., TheGame, came at him on social media, basically telling him to apologize for what he said or whatever like that. And in classic young boy ignorant fashion, he comes out with a diss record dissing these dudes or whatever like that. So he basically T.I. told him, you know what I mean, to shut that shit down expeditiously. So he brought out this record expeditiously. You know what I mean?
He's biting off a pretty piece though.
Yeah. So Kodak Black expeditiously, TSK1. Where do you sit with this guy and this diss, and how did you heard it? And you whatever.
As far as giving energy to like simple shit like that, you got true veterans and true soldiers and true OGs that's in the game that would stand up and speak to that, and they did. T.I., TheGame, Gil, etc. But honestly, I like the track. I'm not saying I like him on it because that track actually eats him up. That track.
So you like the beat?
I like the beat.
You don't? Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a diss record. You sent it to me, and I'm just try to be on top of all the links you sent me. So I listened to it, and I was like, damn, it's kind of, he got me, but. That beat just ate him up, man. I could not understand what he was saying. So you
never really understand what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I don't. You said Kodak Black. I said who? Nothing registers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly.
So like, if there was no camera in the room and you asked me this, I would say I don't care. But since there is a camera in the room, I will say that anything I just said, man. If the beat is dope and that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
And dude's a fool.
Yeah.
He's a sucker to say some sucker shit like that on the heels of such a great tragedy. Yeah. And there's many fools out there like that. I ran into a few. People that got an axe to grind that can't see a bigger picture. But things generally do come to those who peep their heads up.
Yeah. Chrissy Mac, how you feel about this whole Kodak Black expeditiously thing, fiasco, whatever they want to call it?
Yeah, anybody that knows me know I'm not a fan of mumble rap, but I did, I don't deal with the mumble rap trap. I like T.I., I like T.I., I like Big Crit and all them, but I did listen to it, and I agree with Ty. I think he a fool. I mean, it was disrespectful what he did. The comments he made is extremely disrespectful, and he deserved to get called out on that. But to put out a diss record because you got called out on that, you a young boy and the OGs is trying to school you. Take that advice and roll with it. And then the whole situation with him just accidentally ended up in Canada and getting arrested with drugs and guns and stuff. Then walking out with the money shit in your face. Like, I mean, he's a fool. He's a fool. In my eyes, he's a fool. I can't take anything he do and say serious.
Say no more. I mean, old heads try to straighten you out, and you put a record out dissing them.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion about Kodak Black, it harkens back to me. A while back I was listening to Middle Child by J. Cole. And J. Cole actually mentions Kodak Black in that record. And he's talking like, basically he reminds him of young boys that he grew up with and like in the hood or whatever like that. And he was just like wishing that Kodak Black had more guidance. You know what I mean? This is what J. Cole says in the record about Kodak Black. Kodak Black could be dope. But when you don't take into account old heads and people trying to see, these young boys don't have nobody schooling them. And I ain't talking about schooling them in rap.
Nah, you're right.
I'm talking about schooling them in life, in general. From the beginning. So they don't have no respect for nothing or nobody, not even themselves. You know what I mean? And it spills over into rap. You know what I mean? What he's talking about and all that, that's spilling over into rap. He don't have no respect for nothing. This shit that he's talking about, honestly, I don't think this doesn't have anything to do with T.I. It doesn't have anything to do with TheGame. It doesn't have anything to do with Gillie. It didn't even really have anything to do with the sister. Pride or the sister. He's got an axe to grind. Pure. He has a big beef with Wayne, Lil Wayne, and if you don't know, Lil Wayne also has a child with somebody else with her like that. So he has a whole thing going on. He had being from the South and all that kind of stuff like that.
He fancies himself Lil Wayne. Or
he wants to be this great MC. He wants to be looked at as this great dude or whatever like that. So anybody that's in his way or whatever like that, just on some young boy shit, he's trying to fucking come at him. You know what I mean? And he's continuously coming at these dudes or whatever like that. But this shit right here is in totally bad taste. Like, just take your advice and run with it. You know what I mean? All right. Don't say nothing. But, young boys always on the same face.
And I see what you're saying. Just like I've always said, anything that happens in the recording industry and entertainment is a reflection of life. Is an aspect of life. So anything that spills over, like, many of the recording artists in so-called in the rap industry come from slums. They come from the ghetto.
Yeah.
So anything that we go through is an excess of lacking in our own communities, and that's guidance from strong men. You know, that would raise us up, and that's not just reflective. For young men, that's young women as well. You know, young men believe that that because they have come of age that you are a man, but wasn't a man around to show you don't have no reference of one.
You don't have no reference, and you don't know what you're doing.
With There's a lot of old young boys.
Yeah, a lot of those. It reminds me. I remember I was watching, and I mean, you can get into this all day and get into another topic or whatever like that. But I was watching this like documentary on elephants. And elephants were in Africa, and they were getting killed for the ivory. The older male elephants were getting killed for the ivory. So they were hunting down the herds, killing the male elephants for the ivory, and the little calves, the young male calf elephants, they were so far since they didn't have a male elephant to show them what to do. They were peeing on themselves. Because they were squatting to pee, because they were watching the women elephants pee. And they were squatting to pee, but they were peeing because they didn't have somebody, an example, to show them how to pee. Which harkens back to Morgan saying, you don't even know how to pee straight.
Now, brother.
You know what I mean?
Now that's some sociological shit.
You know what I mean? You don't even know how to pee straight. So Kodak Black, brother. You don't even know how to pee straight. Take these lessons, bro.
From an elephant.
You know what I mean? Take these lessons from an elephant. You know what I mean? The elephant in the room. You know what I mean? So that's my piece on it. You know what I mean? We're going to get into something else. You know what I mean? Has everybody checked out this new video from Offset, Clout featuring Cardi B? TSK1.
Stylistically, as an artist, it's nice to look at. You know, just in terms of a video. If you take like you don't want my views on hip hop, and that doesn't have any bearing here. Stylistically, as an artist, visually, for a video, it's a dope video. With the colors, it harkens back to Little Kim's "Crush on You" video.
Yeah,
how they was with the traffic light theme. In that regard, I dug it. I dug that his wife is in the video playing a stripper. Pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much her background.
Shit happens. Shit happens, right, Sam?
You know what I mean? Chrissy Mac, Clout, Offset, Cardi B.
Yeah, I watched the video. I'm not a fan of either one. Like I said, I'm really listening to that type of hip hop. I did watch the video, and like Ty said, it was put together well, and it was him and his wife. The same thing Beyonce did with Jay. So it's not. I don't really see no issue.
Oh, it's cool. It looked dope.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I you know what I like?
I thought it was a Migos video.
Yeah, well, that's just it sound like a Migos song.
That's what it said in the beginning. It said beat.
Yeah.
You know
what?
Right.
When I watched the video, it got this like yellow, black type of motif going on or all that. You know what it made me think of?
This nigga, he gonna go deep. He gonna go deep.
Not even deep. You know what it made me think? It made me think of The Watchmen with the little smiley face, the black and white smiley face. That's what it made me think of. The Watchmen. You know how The Watchmen had that black and yellow sign? That's why I'm like, this is like The Watchmen. You know what I mean? Not this is like The Watchmen. Also, with this Clout video,
I hear J. Rue the Damager.
Yeah, we got J. Rue the Damager playing and everything.
Come clean.
Come clean. Also with this Clout,
I hear that.
She's giving me all kinds of Nicki Minaj vibes in this video.
That's what I got too.
Yeah, she gave me all kinds.
That's what
of
I
Nicki
got
Minaj
too.
Vibes.
Not the ear.
And she's gonna have to separate herself.
Yeah.
And what I mean, she's already. I mean, people are she not right at all. But artistically, and as far as anything is concerned, as far as what she's doing, she's gonna have to separate herself from Nicki.
And what you think she could do?
I don't know. I ain't her handlers. And you ain't gonna put me out there in the mode. Nah. She's gotta figure that out.
The bars right here and is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Kim said it here. Kim and Foxy was wrestling with it. Nicki came here. Now that's the bar.
Yeah.
What difference can any of these type of
so you got to do something different. She
has
has to
these
do
type of
something
artists
different.
do.
All that licking your tongue out and poking your butt out stuff and with the crazy colors, that's all Nicki. So
It's
you gotta,
1,000 of those.
You got to find something else to do. You know.
And clubs all across the U.S.
That's why Rod Digger is my favorite.
Yeah,
outside of Shantae.
I fuck with Rod Digger. I like Rod
Rhapsody.
Digger. Rhapsody.
I like her
Rhapsody
too,
don't never
but-
get no
but
love. You know what I
mine's my
mean?
number one.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. My Rod, yeah.
It's a lot of dope, but she's got to separate herself this Clout video. You know what I mean?
Maybe she should just rock sweatsuits and some shells.
The thing about it is, I like the stuff she does with Bruno Mars better than the stuff that's
poppy.
better than the stuff that she does on the hip hop level. Except for the joint she had with the boy. What's the name of the joint that she had when it's her and the other boy?
And you know something, I have to cut
Don't need somebody coming up with you as a woman. That joint, I forget the name of the song, whatever like that. But yeah, that was a little more rougher than the regular, the pop shit.
When Nicki first came out, that first album, it was a joint on there that she was just singing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's her plateau. She should reach for that. Go for that. Leave that rap shit alone. Because I was never gonna.
You told her to stop rapping.
Like, leave that rap shit alone. Do that shit. That singing shit. And I thought that was a plateau she should have reached and stretch for it to go beyond. Go after that Beyonce.
She sung that Moment for Life.
Yeah. That's my moment for life.
Is that it?
Yeah, she sung that about.
I know it was the. I dug it.
I
dug it. And I think just in terms of being, if you're gonna be a pop artist, be a pop artist. Mm-hmm. You know, because just in terms of like. We already established last episodes that there needs to be, there are in case as far as I'm concerned, subgenres. I know where it comes from, but I will never ever consider that as hip hop.
No,
it's derived from, but I'm not gonna keep saying it. But I will.
So we're gonna cut to a break.
I will.
We'll be right back.
That's
with
me
more,
saying it again.
Rap Delites, you know what I mean? We'll be right back. TSK1, Bats, Chrissy Mac. You know how we do. You know what I mean?
Rap Delites. Rap Delites.
I'm Bats.
I'm Miss Smith.
And I'm TSK1.
And you're watching Rap Delites.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Rap Delites podcast. I am Bats, that is TSK1, and on our side right now is Chrissy Mac. We're going to get into the artist of the week. Last week we spoke up on this brother, but we didn't go in depth, you know what I mean? So we figured, like, fuck it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Fuck it, we going to go into it, you know what I mean? So this week's artist of the week is DJ Quick. David Marvin Blake, born January 18th, 1970, I believe. He's a rapper, songwriter, producer, DJ. According to Quick himself, he came up with the name to actually reflect the fact that he makes beats quick. And this is actually testified to by Sugar Free, who is, when he was working in the studio, he's like, yo, this dude, he was just like, boop, 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 done. You know what I mean? Done. Like
I want to see it.
Yeah, done. You know what I mean? He has some his top songs include the song we're playing right now tonight. Born and raised in Compton. Just like Compton. And I remember when Quick came out.
I remember that shit too.
I didn't really fuck with Quick.
Nah, cause it was like it's another. Like, initially, because I think the first joint was Born and Raised in Compton. So it was like it's another dude from Compton. Yeah. It's like a generic NWA.
Yeah.
That was like the thought when you were a child and you're thinking of, at the time you're thinking, but then he came out with Tonight, and
you had a backstory on Tonight. When you received the actual tape or whatever like that, then you did receive like a promo or something like that.
Well, it was just the little cassette singles used to come in a little cardboard box.
Yeah, I got a bunch of
I had that. I don't know if I boosted it or whatever. more than likely I fingered that shit. So I had it, right? But it was a period of time when I was moving around a lot, and like pretty much this is a period of time where just hip hop just became my friend. It's before I moved back down the way. Mm-hmm. Moving house to house, homeless shelters, etc., etc. And it was just me and my boombox and my sounds coming out of it.
That sounds like a record. You should put out a record called that. Like a compilation.
Me and my boombox?
Yeah, me and my boombox.
I got a producer for you.
Let's do it. It's done.
It's done already.
We could do
got
it
another
quick.
project right here, Drake.
We could do it quick. We could do it quick. We could do it quick like DJ.
Quick, DJ.
So anyway, it was like, I never took this dude serious. It's around that time, 89, 91, 90. And I was like, he sold me with this joint because it was so soulful, so groovy, man. That was my joint. That was like, from then on, I was like, yeah, this dude is the truth.
Mm-hmm. Chrissy Mac, how do you feel about DJ Quick?
I always fucked with DJ Quick. I always did. Because even though I'm East Coast, and of course East Coast hip hop, though, I'm a hip hop head. So I was listening to music from all over the country. Like, I fucked with Outkast when they first came out. MC Breed, Detroit. I love Detroit hip hop, but I was fucking with Quick. I still got his records, like actual records. Yeah. I like Dollars and Cents too.
Dollars and Cents.
That was my shit.
Yeah, you dig it. You digging now.
Dollars and Cents. RJ Payne got a jam called Dollars and Cents and Elohim.
Yeah.
They did this at the Source Awards. Remember that?
Yeah, I was on the same vibe as TSK1. Cause it was like record companies was like putting out everybody.
Yeah, it was like cookie
at the time, and it was just like, all right, I heard.
He stood out to me though.
Yeah, he was
right.
Right. And I was like, all right, because you had NWA Posse, and then you had NWA, then you had DJ Quick, then you had MC Compton's Most Wanted, and it was just like, okay, we get it.
You had King T,
we get it. He's young from Compton, we get it.
Which prompted Tim Dog to do his thing.
Yeah, like fuck Compton, Tim Dog. Shout out to Tim Dog or whatever like that. But in retrospect, and me getting into music, period.
Right.
I started to appreciate what DJ Quick brought to the game, and like I said on the last episode, DJ Quick became for me the flip side of what Dr. Dre was doing on the production side on the West Coast. It was like you had Dr. Dre was producing like those hits and stuff like that, but Quick was doing his own thing.
Right.
It was like the flip side of
and
what
I think
Dre
that's what helped.
doing.
That was his charm. That's what helped me stand out.
Yeah.
It was like he could be a hip hop artist without trying to.
And on top of that, he was rhyming. Like Dre was rhyming, but everybody know Dre was getting his shit written for him. You know what I mean? Quick was producing, engineering, rhyming, writing his own rhymes, and doing his own thing. And he was really a DJ just like Dre. So, you know what I mean? He's a dope ass package and a dope ass artist. And anybody who didn't check out DJ Quick at the time, I suggest that you go revisit a lot of his shit because he had some dope shit right there. You know what I mean?
I caught an interview a DJ Quick, and I didn't even know it was him. And so I'm like, you know how you catch an interview in the middle and you don't know who's being interviewed or whatever. So as it's going, I'm like, okay, that's DJ Quick. He's going and telling accounts of his story and his past. You know, from then to now, and I was like, wow, this dude is like on par with I'm gonna throw it. It's genius level.
Yeah.
Genius level.
Yeah.
That's why I always liked him because I was a student. I was a audio production student. So the ear.
So the sonic shit.
I have certain favorite producers, and people look at me like crazy because they don't have that ear. And I'm like, I see where your creativity is forming in the art. And I like.
Yeah. So sonically, like he had it because he's an engineer. You know what I mean? So that's why I hearken him and Dre. Like motherfuckers that don't understand that aspect of it wouldn't hear that, you know what I mean? But him and Dre were both on par with each other, so it's basically the flip side of what Dre was doing, you know what I mean? Because Dre was doing, that's how Dre got into that whole Beats by Dre thing, because of the sonic thing, you know what I mean? The engineering thing and stuff like that. So yo, shout out to fucking DJ fucking Quick, man, you know what I mean? DJ Quick, you know what I mean? We're gonna cut to a break. We're gonna be right back with more Rap Delites, you know what I mean? You know how we do.
TSK1, and this is Rap Delites.
Welcome back to the Rap Delites podcast. We got a little RJ Payne playing in the background, you know what I mean? It's crazy about because TSK brought that whole vibe to this whole podcast from the rip, you know what I mean? I think that was like one of the first albums that you talked about, you know what I mean? And everything like that. And you can actually, we're going to shoot over to my sister over here, Chrissy Mac, that she can tell you where you can actually get this album from, you know what I mean? So you want to...
All RJ Payne music is distributed directly from our website, imrjpayne.com. Payne.
Exactly. So we're gonna get into a conversation. Me and TSK1, where we always sit around and we always chop it up about different shit or whatever like that. And I mean, a lot of people belong to like streaming services like Tidal, iTunes, Spotify, and all those kind of things like that. And I know that the artists they get a piece from streaming services, but they don't get everything. So Chrissy Mac basically going to break down like the differences between streaming services versus directly from a artist's website. Could you give us some insight on that?
I studied music business back when it was analog, before streaming was even out. And back then people was getting ganked by the labels and everything. So you really got to know the business side, or have somebody on your team to know the business side. So a lot of local rappers, or rappers that just ain't really make it yet.
It's a lot of horror stories.
They feel like it's an enormous accomplishment to be on Spotify. Oh, I'm on Spotify. Like, I'm real, like a real rapper now. Well, you're not getting paid from Spotify. You get a fraction of a penny. And
wow. A fraction of a penny.
And that's not even for one stream. You need a few streams to get that fraction of a penny. And you don't get paid until you get a lump sum of money, and then you get paid when they want to pay you.
So it's essentially no different than royalty checks. But
you're getting your royalty checks because you're getting them because your music is being submitted from the radio stations to SoundScan and the companies that monitor that. But as far as streaming goes, I would only recommend it if you have no musical background or whatever. You're brand new. You just started rapping. Nobody knows about you. You have no social media following.
Right.
Get your music in some playlists.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Don't do your whole full albums, but get some singles out there in the playlist.
Just to get some
Just to get some exposure. For the artist I work with, RJ Payne, I advised him, because we were back and forth on streaming. At first he wanted to, and I just was, no, don't stream your stuff, and these are the reasons why. So he researched it himself, and was like, okay, I had built him a website, because at that time he was giving his music away for free. Dat Piff, a lot of rappers do that too. Dat Piff and all that stuff. Because they just keep thinking exposure.
Chance was doing that. You know, I mean, Chance does that.
And all that stuff like that. Yeah. But he had a musical background already. He used to be Rain Man. He won the MTV battle. He was on Too Raw for the Streets, Top Class with $3. You know, he's got a history in music, and he's got a social media following. And everything he spit is fire. I might be a little biased, but everybody I run into pretty much say the same thing. It's all fire.
Yeah. Bear witness.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
I told him, I said, look, because, you know, he kept saying, oh, we're not ready for this, we're not ready for that. You know what I mean? I guess he was worried about money issues or whatever. But I got a background in IT too. So I said, listen, like, I can't sit here and watch you give away this fire for free. You know, I'm going to build you a website. You can sell your music.
Give away the fire for free. Big facts.
You can sell your music directly from the website. Like, all you need is a business PayPal account. That's all you need is a business PayPal account. If you're selling music under your own name, you're not in a group, your social security number is your tax ID. And I'm going to give you a secret, too. If you don't sell more than $20,000 in a year, you're not required to file that on taxes.
That's
So,
I might put
and you
me
know how hard
out
it is to sell. Do you know how hard it is to sell $20,000 worth of music in a year these days?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really happening for most people. So, I mean, let's say you got a group or whatever, then you know you go and you don't even got to do the LLC unless you know you really got like a big business you running like that. You could get a DBA, because that's what I did when I first built the site. I got Educated Ignorance Music Group, DBA in PA, state of Pennsylvania, so that way I could hook up a business PayPal account to it so we could start moving albums, and then eventually, you know, we switched it over to him. And with direct distribution, you don't have to wait for like Google Play and them to cut you a check. They're not taking a percentage out of it. You get to set your own price. You can put stuff on sale if you would like. The only cut that gets taken out is PayPal, and it's very minimal. We charge $15 an album, and he gets 14 and some change. And you get paid immediately. As soon as that PayPal hit, you get a receipt in your email.
You get your money.
You get your money.
He mentioned that the Elo on Elohim.
Yeah, and with direct, I remember the what as TSK1 likes to call him the what did you call Dame Dash?
The patron saint.
The patron saint of this podcast.
The patron saint of this podcast.
He was he's always Dame Dash was like recently when he's talking and stuff like he always talk about direct customer, like you to the customer,
right. He's a
like
big advocate of that.
being able to directly engage with customers right away, as opposed to dealing with labels or dealing with middlemen.
Too many,
you know what I mean? Too many middlemen. You know what I mean? And that's awesome. You know what I mean? Now, I'm actually want to get to that point with Rap Delites and with any other podcasts we're doing when we're doing merchandising and stuff like that.
Right.
They're basically directly engaged
Direct to consumer.
to consumers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's something I'm really into.
I got our site hooked up to Google Analytics as well, so I analyze all the data. I mean, I can see all the way down to what phone provider you have. How many people on Verizon buy our albums? How many people on AT&T? Where you live at? The zip code.
So you got all the
Everything.
specs.
What sites we visit?
Yes, I am a business manager.
Say, Batch, what sites we visit?
Yeah.
No. It tells me where you got referred from. You know, did you come from social media? Did you come from Google? Stuff like that.
Okay.
But,
We're safe.
Yeah, look.
Oh man, so yeah, I mean that's dope. That's something. See, this is information that artists and people that are watching the show need. You know what I mean? So I'm glad Chrissy Mac came through to break that down for us.
Yeah, and I want to say, and I've told Chrissy this on many accounts that I really admire your story, your hustle, your vision. That's why when we opened this episode, I said, you know, real heroes do exist. You know, so this is the real life Captain Marvel right in between.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That is exactly what we need, just in terms of someone that is strong and adamant in terms of transferring power and retaining power through ownership. This is real life, and you represent that.
Absolutely. Look at TSK1. You know what I mean? Shooting the shit. I like it. Oh, man. So that's the show for today. Shout out to TSK1. Shout out to Chrissy Mac. Shout out to myself. Shout out to my sister, Miss Smith. We miss you much. Psych. We will go and catch you all next week with the Rap Delites podcast. Peace.
It ain't nothing like hip hop music.
Pump up
Rap Delites. Rap Delites. Rap Delites.